Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of G News Plus. I'm Don Valiant, and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. The Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism announced that Hallyu World in Goyang City was finally selected as the host of a performance venue dedicated for K-pop, dubbed K-pop Arena. Goyang City of Gyeonggi Province was one of a number of cities bidding for the venue K-pop Arena, a project initiated by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. Following the final selection announcement by the ministry, Gyeonggi Province Governor Kim Moon-soo held a press briefing and officially announced the K-pop Arena construction plan.
10년 이전부터 벌써 문화 관광을 위해서 이 부지를 확보하고 또 많은 구상과 절차를 진행해 왔습니다. 준비된 경기도가 결국은 유치에 성공하게 됩니다.
Hallyu World is a unique cultural and tourism complex in Korea with the conceptual theme of the Korean Wave. It is equipped with supplementary facilities and amenities geared for this thematic purpose. Located within 40 minutes of both Incheon International Airport and Seoul City Center, it will provide an ideal location for the K-pop Arena. In addition to the infrastructure within the complex, Hallyu World also neighbors the MBC Dream Center and Digital Content Support Center, which will be completed next year, providing effective linkage with broadcasting and communication infrastructure. With the K-pop Arena added as a new component, Hallyu World is ready to play a central role in driving the Korean wave as well as cultural tourism. Gyeonggi Province announced that it will implement a housing environment improvement project entitled the Sunlight Housing Project for families in low-income brackets from April. Our reporter examined the details. Housing improvement support under this project will initially be provided to homes that are too dilapidated to sustain proper heating. This project will not merely focus on simple repair, as previous similar projects did, but will include comprehensive, problem-oriented support for the improvement of home energy efficiency. Earlier this month, the Gyeonggi Provincial Government, the Korea Energy Management Corporation, and the Gyeonggi Urban Innovation Corporation signed an MOU for the implementation of the Sunlight Housing Project. Under this agreement, the Korea Energy Management Corporation will conduct energy efficiency evaluations of subject residences and propose customized solutions, while the provincial administration will oversee the performance of necessary work accordingly. This year, Gyeonggi Province will select 100 households in low-income brackets that require energy efficiency improvements and provide each of them with 5 million Korean won worth of support. The total cost, which will amount to 500 million Korean won, will be borne entirely by the provincial government. Introduced for the first time this year, the Sunlight Housing Project aims to achieve the dual purpose of improving energy efficiency and living standards in economically underprivileged homes.
에너지야말로 어려운 때 기본권이고 생존에 관한 거라고도 할 수 있죠. 그래서 우리 이번에 경기도와 도시공사와 또 에너지관리공단 처음으로 협력 모델을 만들어서 어려운 분들이 따뜻한 겨울 보낼 수 있도록.
Those in low-income brackets living in their own homes are eligible for support, and applications for support will be received until the end of February. On-site housing evaluations will be conducted next month. Painting is thought to have beneficial effects for dementia patients. Not surprisingly, an art therapy program for dementia patients was opened by a non-profit private organization. A G News reporter was there. With the senior population continuously increasing, senior dementia is one of the rising concerns in Korea. The Korea Art Therapy Association for Dementia has been promoting art therapy for dementia through art classes and exhibitions. In this room, a number of seniors are intent on painting with careful movements of their hands upon which their lives are engraved. The topic of today's painting is a scene they remember from long ago. One of the seniors is painting an earthenware jar stand, a scene typical of Korean households only decades ago.
꽃을 하나 그린다 하면은 그게 무슨 색깔인가? 빨강이냐, 노랑이냐 이걸 생각할 수가 있고요. 그러니까 가연히 머리를 쓰게 되잖아요.
This art therapy program was designed to help dementia patients regain their physical and mental capabilities as well as emotional stability and self-esteem.
처음에는 선도 못 그리시던 분이 차차차차 한 6년 정도 그리다 보니까 보리밭에 그 종달새까지 다 표현을 하셨어요. 그림을 통해서 소근육이 발달이 되다 보니까 인지 능력이 굉장히 향상이 돼요.
The association periodically organizes exhibitions of artworks created by seniors to boost their self-esteem. The underlying concept of art therapy for dementia is that it can improve the condition and even help prevent the onset of dementia. The public service centers of Gyeonggi Province will undergo major facelifts as well as reinforcement with facilities for physically challenged individuals. Our reporter examined the plans. Such movements have, in fact, already begun when the centers were refurbished in June last year. There are plans to introduce additional amenities for the benefit of people with disabilities and seniors. A sign language video consultation system was installed last month for individuals with hearing impairments. Using this system, an inquirer can speak with a consultant in sign language through a camera, and the consultant can handle the inquiry with the assistance of related officials. There is also a plan to educate all public service center officials in sign language so that they can communicate directly with residents with hearing impairments, at least at a basic level.
사회적 약자를 세심하게 배려하는 민원실로 한 단계 발전시켜 나가고자 합니다. 그래서 아주 이런 프로그램을 좀 다양화해서 어린이부터 노인에 이르기까지 즐겨 찾는 그런 민원실로 좀 만들어 나가고자 합니다.
Gyeonggi Province also plans to expand the installation of sign language video consultation systems in the public service centers of all cities and counties of the province by June this year. In addition to this system, there will be a number of other new features for less privileged users of the centers, including new waiting ticket dispensers that provide both visual and voice information, wheelchairs and writing services for physically challenged individuals, non-stop operation even during Lunar New Year's Day, and children's playrooms. The Gyeonggi Provincial Administration decided to introduce crime prevention through environmental design, or CPTED, to some of the areas of the province more vulnerable to crime. The number of criminal cases recorded in 2011 in Gyeonggi Province was over 360,000, the highest in Korea among larger autonomous bodies. Although crime prevention guidelines are already in place, they are hardly effective in secluded areas with many back streets and alleys. CPTED is an internationally proven crime prevention technique currently used in advanced countries. It is based on the concept of eliminating potential offenders, subjects of crimes, and crime opportunities in advance through physical environmental design.
범죄 예방 설계를 통해서 범죄 발생률을 저감시킨 사례들이 보고가 되고 있습니다. 그래서 미국 하트포드시 범죄 발생률이 환경 개선 직전 1년과 이후를 비교했을 때 40% 정도 저감된 사례가 보고됩니다.
CCTVs have a limited crime prevention effect and are more useful for tracking the offender after the offense has been committed. However, CPTED prevents criminal offenses in advance by eliminating the elements for crime through environmental design. CCTVs and the designation of no parking areas in commercial areas reduce crime opportunities, while curved lanes on the streets in densely populated areas prevent speeding by vehicles. The use of the color yellow on building walls suppresses criminal urges among potential offenders, and the installation of transparent fences in children protection areas prevent children from being hidden from view.
앞으로 계획은 이번 세트드 관련 경기도 매뉴얼이 개발이 되면 경기도 내에 각종 개발 사업에 의무적으로 적용할 계획으로.
The provincial crime rate is expected to decrease when crime prevention designs are implemented in crime-susceptible areas. The LED industry is a promising future industry, but it is difficult for smaller enterprises to enter this industry due to the high cost of product development. One small company in Gyeonggi Province, however, succeeded in developing an LED board that features high performance and business potential. This solar power generator parts manufacturing company in Hwasong City has recently developed a new LED board. Using aluminum plates instead of plastic, the generated heat, which is an inherent problem associated with LED, can be dissipated more effectively. When applied to LED street lamps, the service life of the lamp is increased from 40,000 hours to 60,000 hours, while brightness is enhanced twofold.
기존 제품에 비해서 약 30% 정도의 열 저항을 개선시킨 제품으로 금년부터는 본격적인 양산 체제를 갖춰서 태양광 가로등 및 일반 가로등에 적극 적용할 생각입니다.
The technology used in this product was awarded a gold prize in the Korean Innovation and Patent Contest of 2011. The estimated market for this product is 3 trillion Korean won, and that only considers the domestic market. All this was made possible through support provided by Gyeonggi Province for development and commercialization.
도내 소재한 LED 태양광 업체들이 자금력이 미약한 부분이 있기 때문에 제품 개발과 해외 판로 개척을 위한 해외 인증 비용에 초점을 두었습니다. 올해에는 이들 기업들이 관련된 정책과 시장과 그리고 기술 동향에 대한 정보를 제때 받아볼 수 있도록
Gyeonggi Province plans to expand its support for green industry to include enterprises in the fields of renewable energy and high-efficiency energy this year. Support will be provided throughout the cycle from development to commercialization to marketing. With the inauguration of the new Korean administration approaching, Gyeonggi Province Governor Kim Moon-soo invited National Assembly members from Gyeonggi Province to an informal meeting to discuss current problems and possible solutions. This was the first political meeting between Governor Kim Moon-soo and National Assembly members from the province since the presidential election. During the meeting, Governor Kim presented a number of major provincial issues and requested the support of the Assembly members. Governor Kim stressed the importance for the early start of the construction of GTX, an express railway network around Seoul.
제가 일본이나 여러 군데 가볼 때 결국은 일자리와 주거가 근접하지 않는 모든 주거는 공동화될 수밖에 없다는 거예요. GTX, KTX를 강력하게 구축하지 않으면
A total of 16 political issues of provincial concern that require support of Assembly members from Gyeonggi Province were presented by Governor Kim. Other issues discussed by the Governor were the construction of the Universal Studios Korea Resort, alteration of the utilization purposes of reclaimed West Coast land, and countermeasures against the damaging effects of the transfer of central government offices. The National Assembly members unanimously agreed that these issues must be addressed with bipartisan efforts.
경기도는 상대적으로 역차별을 많이 당하고 있다는 얘기를 아마 저도 들었지만 의원님 여러분 많이 들었을 거예요 아마. 경기도의 공약을 가능하면 제 백지원 도당위원장님하고 제가 좀 협의를 해가지고
새롭게 시작한 이 정부가 좀 더 역대 어느 정부보다도 경기도에 깊은 애정과 관심을 갖게 할 수 있도록 역할을.
Gyeonggi Province requires support from the provincial members of the National Assembly more than ever, since it has numerous important issues that need to be addressed but may not be realized without support from the National Assembly as well as the central government. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of G News Plus. We look forward to seeing you again next week.